morning, and welcome back to Virtual Storytime from the Newark Public Library. As always, we are recording this live story stream on land that rightfully belongs to the Lenape Indian tribe, and if you, dear viewers, are tuning in from anywhere in our fair city of Newark, New Jersey, it is quite likely that you are on land that rightfully belongs to the Lenape Indians as well. I am so delighted to be your host, Mix Alley. That is mix just like mixing bowl because, as you can see perfectly well for yourselves, I am not a boy nor am I a girl. I am a non-binary unicorn. And my storytelling companion is a boy unicorn. Please welcome back the one, the only, it's Jonathan Van Unicorn! Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Taco Tuesday! Happy Taco Tuesday to you, Jonathan. Are you excited to read about tacos and eat some tacos today? Oh, yes. Oh, I look forward to this day all week, every week. You know what, Mix Alley? What's that, Jonathan? Well, I was just thinking about how we've been doing a whole lot of we've been talking about some important things lately. We have, haven't we, Jonathan? Oh, yes, we've been talking about Pride Month and how important it is to be kind to members of the LGBTQ plus community and to honor their identities and listen to their voices. And we've also been talking about anxiety and how there are lots of frightening things happening in the world of late, but if you feel anxious, we've been talking about some things you can do to calm down. That is true. We've been doing all of that. Yes, but then today, Mix Alley, we're just going on and on about tacos. I'm worried. Is it okay? Is it all right to celebrate Taco Tuesday when there are so many other important things going on? Jonathan, that is such a good question. I think it is, and I'll tell you two reasons why. All right, I'm all ears. Well, really, I'm not all ears. I am all unicorn, but I've got two ears, and I'm using them both to listen to you. All right, Jonathan. Well, one reason is that even in times that are really tough, it is so important to take a little bit of time to laugh and to be silly. One of my very favorite books. Oh, go on. I love hearing what books you really like. One of my very favorite books is A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle, and there is a part in that book where one of the characters says the only way to deal with something deadly serious is to treat it a little lightly. Oh, how interesting. So, what does that mean? It means, Jonathan, my dear friend, that even when things in the world are very, very intense, when things happening in your life might be really scaring you, it's important to be able to still have some joy, have some laughter, be a little silly, and that's especially important if things are staying difficult for you over a long period of time. Oh, Mix Alley, I think that's an important point because here in human world, it seems like the past several months have been difficult. It's true, Jonathan. I know that since you are still able to go home to Unicorn Land at the end of the day, it might be, something that you notice a little bit less than people living in human world do. But Yeah, people have been staying home to protect themselves from coronavirus for several months now. Most of us started staying home in March, and it's June now. Oh yes, June, Pride Month. That's right. And meanwhile, some other scary things have been happening in the world as well that remind us that the lives of Black people really matter, and unfortunately, not everyone in the world understands that yet. So there are some really intense things that have been happening over a long period of time. That second thing, the thing about how much Black Lives Matter, that's been a problem, as we've talked about on the show before. In the United States, we're talking about centuries, which means hundreds of years, that people in the United States, white people in the United States, have been having a really hard time wrapping their heads around that. So we're in a situation where a lot of people might be spending long periods of time feeling really stressed, really scared, really anxious, fearful, worried. And if you go all that time being anxious and scared and sad without ever taking a moment to laugh and feel some joy, that'll really take it out of you. Oh my goodness, yes, I can't imagine going centuries without smiling. I mean, I've lived for many centuries, McSally. You have, Jonathan. How many centuries have you been alive? A unicorn never tells their age. All right, Jonathan, but I'll just trust you when you say that you've been around the block a bit. Yes, let's just say that Leonardo da Vinci and I are quite good frenemies. That is really good to know, Jonathan, and I would be interested to hear more about the debates that you two have over in Unicorn Land at some point. But yeah, so even when things are hard, we still need to laugh a little bit. That's one reason to continue celebrating Taco Tuesday. And then the other reason is because, especially when you are having a rough time, it is so important to eat. Do people forget that sometimes? Unfortunately, sometimes they do. It's you got to take care of yourself always, and eating food is one of the ways that humans need to do that. Unicorns also. Oh yes, I always eat 3 meals a day, plus a mid-morning snack, a mid-afternoon snack, a before-dinner amuse-bouche, and a midnight snack. See, that is some great self-care, Jonathan. I'm so glad to hear that. And, you know, celebrating tacos is one way to celebrate that we all still need to be nourished in a whole lot of ways, especially when things are tough. That makes a lot of sense, McSally. You know what? I'm very grateful now that we are still celebrating Taco Tuesday, my personal favorite day of the week. I am glad that you are excited about that, Jonathan. So today we are, of course, going to read our special Taco Tuesday book, Dragons Love Tacos. Following that, we are going to have a unicorn dance party. And then this afternoon, we're not going to get into it this morning, but this afternoon we will continue with our chapter book, Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. That's right. And by the end of this week, we will have finished that book, which I'm very excited about. I'm also really excited about the book that we're going to start reading after that. But we'll hear more about that later on. Oh my, I'm on tenterhooks. That means I'm very, very eager to learn what that next chapter book is. I am so glad that you are as excited about that as I am, Jonathan. But before we get into any of that, um, let's bring back some of that stuff we've been learning about what to do if you feel anxious, which means worried or scared. Um, what can people do if they are watching us and they want to listen to some good stories, but they're also feeling just a little bit like it's going to be hard for them to relax and enjoy a good story today? Oh, I've got one. It's called Use Your Five Senses. Jonathan, can you show us all how to do that, and we'll all do it with you? Oh, absolutely. So we learned last week that when you feel anxious, sometimes it's because your body has, well, it's because your body is telling you, I think something scary might be about to happen. And sometimes there's nothing really scary right about to happen, so the thing to do is to get really comfortable in your body and in the present moment and feel some things with all your five senses, and then you are more ready to be brave and to do whatever you need to do. So let's all get very, very comfortable. And I will tell you 5 things that I can see, 4 things that I can feel, 3 things I can hear, 2 things I can smell, and 1 thing I can taste. Are you all ready? Excuse me, Mick Sally. I'm so sorry, Jonathan. That cough was not related to you. You're doing a great job. I'm ready when you are. All right. So I'm going to say what I can sense, and you can say the things that you can sense if you're watching. All right? All right. Let's all think of 5 things we can see. What are your 5 things? I can see Mick Sally's air conditioner. I can see Mick Sally's ukulele that they don't really know how to play, hanging on the wall. Thanks, Jonathan. Oh, no trouble. I can see a little teacup with characters from Alice in Wonderland, which I know is one of Mick Sally's favorite books, on it. And I can see... I can see Mick Sally's other unicorn friend, Henrietta the purple unicorn. And I see a picture of a sea otter. All right. Next it's time to say 4 things that we can feel by touching them. I can feel the mattress that I'm sitting on, because Mick Sally and I record virtual story time on Mick Sally's bed. It's such fun. I can feel I can feel my own mane blowing beautifully, even in just the slight breeze that is in Mick Sally's room. I can feel a little bit warm because it's hot outside today, isn't it? And finally, I can feel you know what? I'm reaching down into my unicorn pocket. You can't see it because you can't see my hooves when I'm in human land, but I can feel the jelly beans in my pocket, which I'm very excited to put into some tacos later. I'll give you a moment to finish thinking of all 4 things that you can feel. All right, and now for the 3 things we can hear. I can hear the hum of Mick Sally's air conditioner. I can hear, ooh, that car seems very aggressive. I can hear a car going by outside Mick Sally's window, and outside Mick Sally's bedroom door, I can hear their cats squabbling. What 3 things can you hear? marvelous. All right. We're down to the final two. Two things you can smell. I can smell coffee, and I can smell the sort of waft of rainbow flowers from Unicorn Land that follows around me in sort of a beautiful cloud wherever I go. How about you? And finally, one thing I can taste is oh, I know what that is. It's the wildflower I was chewing on earlier. There's a little bit of it stuck in my teeth, but that's fine because you can't see my teeth. What's one thing you can taste? Marvelous! All right, now we're all in our bodies in the present moment and we're ready for stories! Jonathan, very nicely done. I am so glad that you were able to guide us through that. Oh, you should be. All right, well, I'm going to go and listen to Dragons Love Tacos. All right, Jonathan. I hope that all of you are equally prepared at this point to spend some time listening to some stories. It can really help to ground yourself in your body, to get rid of anxiety before you listen to a story. And hey, after that, listening to a story might make you feel even more relaxed and brave and capable. Woo! This is something I've been challenging myself to do lately, is to make sure that I'm in a comfortable position when I read you stories. And sometimes it's a little awkward. Sometimes it sends the camera rocketing all over, but I'm going to keep working on it. All right, so in honor of Taco Tuesday, here we go. We're going to read our Taco Tuesday special book, Dragons Love Tacos. I am a little embarrassed to reveal this information, but I think some of you have probably already picked up on it. You can always tell how good a job McSally is doing at getting their laundry cleaned by whether they are able to wear the Dragons Love Books t-shirt in honor of Taco Tuesday, when we always read Dragons Love Tacos. For the past couple of weeks, I have had to wear a different shirt despite it being Taco Tuesday, but today I've got all my laundry done, I am ready for action, and I've got my Taco Tuesday t-shirt on. Okay. Here is Dragons Love Tacos, written by Adam Rubin and illustrated by Daniel Salmieri. Hey kid, did you know that dragons love tacos? They love beef tacos and chicken tacos. They love really big, gigantic tacos and tiny little baby tacos as well. And it looks like this kid loves dragons. Look at all the dragon stuff in his room. Why do dragons love tacos? Maybe it's the smell from the sizzling pan. Maybe it's the crunch of crispy tortillas. Maybe it's a secret. Either way, if you want to make friends with dragons, tacos are key. Hey, dragon! Why do you love tacos so much? This dragon is not talking about why they love tacos, but they are carrying a bag of tacos from the taco cave that they look very pleased about. But wait! As much as dragons love tacos, they hate spicy salsa even more. They hate spicy green salsa and spicy red salsa. They hate spicy chunky salsa and spicy smooth salsa. If the salsa is spicy at all, dragons just can't stand it. Why do dragons hate spicy salsa? Well, oh, excuse me. Gotta stay away from spicy salsa myself, it seems like. Well, just one drop of hot sauce makes a dragon's ears smoke. Just one single speck of hot pepper, yikes, I really do apologize, folks, makes a dragon snort sparks. Spicy salsa gives dragons the tummy troubles. And when dragons get the tummy troubles, oh boy. Can you imagine if you were a fire-breathing creature like a dragon and then you had the tummy troubles? It's not good. That's how you end up spewing fire everywhere. If you want to make tacos for dragons, keep the toppings simple. Tomatoes, lettuce, cheese. Those are all good toppings for tacos for dragons. This dragon is giving those mild toppings the thumbs up. Hey, dragon! How do you feel about spicy taco toppings? This dragon's not telling us how she feels out loud, but just thinking about spicy taco toppings is making her go, blah. Dragons love parties. They like costume parties and pool parties. They like big, gigantic parties with accordions and tiny little parties with charades. Why do dragons love parties? Maybe it's the conversation. Maybe it's the dancing. Maybe it's the comforting sound of a good friend's laughter. The only thing that dragons love more than tacos and parties is taco parties. Taco parties are parties with lots of tacos. If you want to have some dragons over for a party, you'll need buckets of tacos, pant loads of tacos. The best way to judge is to get a whole boat and fill it with tacos. That's about how many tacos dragons will need for a taco party. After all, dragons love tacos. Hey, dragon, are you excited for the big taco party? This dragon is grinning as she counts down the days to the taco party on her taco calendar. I think she's very excited. Just remember, dragons hate spicy salsa. Before you host your taco party for dragons, get rid of all the spicy salsa. In fact, bury it in the backyard so the dragons can't find it. These dragons love your taco party. They love the music. They love the decorations. They especially love the tacos. Congratulations! It's a good thing you got rid of all that spicy... Wait a minute. What are those tiny little green things in that salsa? You didn't read the fine print? Totally mild salsa now with spicy jalapeno peppers. Oh no. Dragons, listen to me. Do not eat those tacos. Those little green specks in the salsa, they are super spicy. I know that you love tacos, dragons, but you are not going to love these. Do not let those dragons eat those tacos. Crunch. 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 Too late. What happened? Oh, those dragons ate that spicy salsa and they're breathing fire everywhere. Why would dragons help you rebuild your house? Maybe they're good Samaritans. Maybe they feel bad for wrecking it. Maybe they're just in it for the taco breaks. After all, dragons love tacos. The end. Oh, I definitely encourage you to throw your own dragon taco party one day, but don't forget to get rid of all the spicy salsa. All right, well, it is time for our unicorn dance party. Let me cue up some music and you can rock out with me and Jonathan to our special Taco Tuesday song. Thank you so much for tuning in for Virtual Storytime from the Newark Public Library. You can catch me and Jonathan Van Unicorn right here with more Virtual Storytime every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. and again at 2 p.m. We also have virtual bedtime stories at 7 p.m. Monday evenings, and we hope we'll see you again for more stories very soon. In the meantime, get on your feet so that you can dance with us.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos, made tacos. Out in the street, tacos. All you can eat, lettuce and shells, cheese and meat. It's raining tacos.